What's going on, beautiful people of the YouTube verse? This is Nailed You, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Listen, I had to pull out all the stops. I was asked to participate in Arya's birthday collab, so we're going to do some nails to represent Arya for her birthday and celebrate because, you know, Mama's trying to put her on the map. I came up with these designs first things first. We had to go with the theme, which was princess, unicorn, puppies, and kittens. We had a color theme of pink, purple, and blue, and all sorry, light blue. And also, my designs today are hopefully going to turn out the way I want them to: a crown, a unicorn, a puppy, a kitten, and a cupcake. Because ain't nobody trying to have a birthday without a cupcake. So let's go ahead and get these nails started. Obviously, before we start any nail designs, we have to prep our nail tips. To do this, all we have to do is remove the shiny surface from the nail. So I am using my e-file with my arbor band. I'm going to go ahead and rough over the surfaces of all of these nail tips in order to be able to make sure the gel adheres properly. Because y'all, I don't know if you know this, but gel should not be applied to tips that are smooth. They do need to have a little bit of a rough surface. That's for any application that you're putting on your nails when you're doing enhancements. So just a quick tip to let you know. And also, before I continue, y'all know I always gotta give a shout out to myself, but more importantly, my son has something to say.
Like and subscribe for Mommy's YouTube channels and hit the bell.
There are many other fabulous nail creators that are participating in this nail collab, so I just wanted to share all of them. Take a moment to pause, go and check out their videos, show your love and support, y'all, because we're all out here grinding and we appreciate any love that you give. So with these nails, what I decided to do was use the color suggestions as the background in an ombre fashion. So I went with pink to purple, purple to blue, blue to pink, and repeated until I got to the end of the nails. This might go real quick, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. The total set took me maybe about an hour and change to do, only because lots of pauses, things happening in between, trying to decide what I actually wanted to make happen and actually trying to draw. Because I don't know if you saw my picture in the beginning, but homegirl can't draw, so I had to make this happen somehow, some way. I believed in the process, but you know, when you're not a real artist per se, you can feel intimidated approaching nail art. But I feel as though if you put in the effort and you really want to do something, you can achieve it. It's not hard. So with this ombre, I used the separate colors on each nail. I also used the ombre brush in order to blend the colors together. I did do 2 coats of the colors because I wanted them to come through a bit more. Mind you, the purple was a little softer than I liked it to be. I could have went through maybe with a 3rd coat, but at the end I was satisfied. I was good with the results. And at the end of the day, you can't be real picky. You just gotta work with what you got. So I go ahead and finish out the ombre. I cure all of my nails for a total of 60 seconds in the lamp. My lamp is a UV/LED lamp. It is quite powerful. Just know when you're curing with an UV lamp, it takes longer than if you're curing with an LED lamp. Keep that in mind, folks. That's another tip. Remember what I said earlier? This is going to go quick because I had to double, triple, quadruple the time speed so that I can get this all within a reasonable amount of time for a YouTube video. Anywho, we jump in first with our crown design. I free-handed this crown. I had my phone to the side. I was looking at the picture while I was working. When I do nail art, I realize it's not always necessary to be perfect in the beginning. The point is to do the layout. Lay out the design that you're trying to complete. If it's a simple design, you can probably hit it in one shot. But if it's something that's a bit more complicated, like some of the other work I do with the unicorn or the puppy, even though it's basic artwork, you would still want to make sure you are laying out your base and then filling it in and then going in and fine tuning it with your fine lines at the very end. So don't trip out when you're doing artwork. It takes time to learn how to do nail art. I've been doing nail art for years, and the truth is, if I probably spent more time doing it, I'd probably be way greater at it. I think I knew when I started this, the unicorn was probably going to be the thing to trip me up the most. I was intimidated to approach it. I wasn't even sure how. I just kept seeing My Little Pony, and that's just what I followed. Hopefully, I did the unicorn proud. I did pull out all the colors because obviously unicorns are colorful. And so I wanted to make sure I had everything set up and pre-ready to go just in case. I also had mixed the brown on the palette in order to create the shade for the dog. I didn't want it to be like just too dark on the background. And also, again, it's fun, colorful colors. So I tried to go with light artwork colors. Um, Again, freehanding art isn't easy. Most of what I did, I prepped by doing the little designs first, like the little drawing part first with my fine liner brush, and then I would go back in, fill it in with the color, and so on and so forth. So take a moment to check out how these designs came through. I know it's probably moving pretty fast. I can do some cut downs or slow downs if you guys are interested. You know what? Let me know. If you want to see a slower breakdown of each of the nail art creations, leave me a comment. Maybe I can take a moment to do that for you. Keeping it 100, this nail art project brought out the little kid in me. This was a lot of fun. You have to realize when you're doing artwork for little kids, you can't be doing big long stiletto nails. That's not how I roll. I want to make sure they're cutesy, they're fun, they're age appropriate, the designs are simple, they're identifiable. The kids can look at it and say, oh, I know what that is. I hope that's what they say about my doggy anyway. But when you put your mind to something, if you want to achieve it, you can. Do not be intimidated. The best part about working with the gel polish is the fact that if you make a mistake and you have not put it in the lamp, you can wipe it off and start over. So let me repeat that for those in the back that didn't hear. When you're working with nail art or when you're working with gel paint or gel art paint that needs to be cured in a lamp, if you make an error prior to putting it in the lamp, you can wipe it and fix it. So don't stress yourself out. Working with gel polish is great. And also, if you do a portion of the nail that you feel is perfect and you don't want it to mess up, pop that bad boy in the lamp, freeze it so it cures in place, and then keep going. You'll notice how in this whole process I did not work on one specific nail at any given time, or I didn't work on one nail at a time. I rotated through a few of them in order to make sure I capitalized on my working time to get as many of the nail designs done as quickly as possible. So that's something to also keep in mind when you're working with nail art, y'all. You can work on multiple nails at once. While something is curing in the lamp, move on to the next one. Kind of a nice way to keep your brain going, but if it is overwhelming, just do one nail at a time. Ain't nobody judging you. And if they are, off with their heads. Let the nail art be fun, y'all. Remember that practice makes perfect, and you're not going to be idealistic on your first round. Put in the work if you want to make improvements. Work on your craft if you want to get better. Never beat yourself up for making an attempt, because at least you did it. But for real though, that cat, when you see it, is questionable at best. I mean, it looks kind of prissed too on top of that, but you know, tried to do a thing. Anyways, working through these nails was a great joy for me. I hope that Arya is very happy for her birthday, and I do hope that she sees all of the nails that all of the ladies created, and or males if there are any that are participating. Don't want to be judgmental. And you know, hoping that she sees all of the designs that everybody created, and it makes her heart fill with joy knowing that we are all here to help celebrate her on her beautiful birthday. Okay, so we're in the home stretch. I'm working on the final nail, which is the cupcake. Mind you, like I said, I've gone back and forth and worked over different nails at different times. You do not have to subject yourself to a single nail at a time. Work within your means, or work within a mean that will not overwhelm you. Told y'all that kitty looked funny. Anyways, take your time, do the work, get creative, be happy, express yourself, do all of the things that creatives do. That is the whole objective. Participate in collaborations if you're a nail tech to help you improve your skills. Challenge yourself to do things that you generally wouldn't do. Why not? I mean, if you don't put yourself to task, no one else will, and you can't hate on yourself for at least trying. All right, I'm applying the final touches to the cupcake. I'm going to throw that in the lamp. I'm also going to clean up my workspace while the nail is curing. Reason being, you don't want to be untidy while you're working. Imperative for you to ensure you clean up your working space while or during any free time that you have, because the less your space is cluttered, the more free your mind will be. So as I'm waiting for all of my nails to cure with their top coat, I am working around my table, cleaning my brushes, putting things away, tidying up, and ensuring that once I'm done with the nails, I'm done with the table, because ain't nobody trying to come back to clean up all of that. No thanks. Alright, table's all clean. Everything for the most part is put away. Now we can go back and finish off this video. So this is the sticky note that I started with. It is the one that contains the original designs I showed you in the beginning, or at least what I wanted to bring to life. Unicorn, crown, puppy, kitten, and cupcake with the colors of purple, pink, and light blue. And to make sure we showed up for Arya's birthday, that crown is going to make sure her name is on the nail. And from this sticky note, I was able to create these nails. I'm pretty proud of myself. I mean, they're not ideal and perfect, but you know what? The nails came out better than I expected, considering I am not an artist. So here is the final reveal for Arya's birthday nails. Again, I have a crown, a unicorn, a puppy, a kitten, and a cupcake, all in the name of Arya and her birthday celebrations. And I do hope that she is proud of the work that I did, because Miss T, aka Nailed You, is not an artist, honey, but I will pull out the stops for you and make myself do the things I say I can't do. But you can do anything you put your mind to, so let this be a testament, okay? You can do anything you put your mind to, honey. Just don't give up on yourself. There's slight shimmers in some of the colors, but overall, I think Arya would be proud, and I do hope that I was able to make her proud for her birthday. You know I'm tired too, because you can hear it well in my voice. But either way, y'all, I appreciate you tuning in. Please do check out the other creators that participated in this nail collaboration. I want to thank Katie Cat Nails for inviting me to participate in her daughter's birthday nail collab. I hope I did you proud. And until I catch you guys on the next one, happy, healthy nails start with you. Stay blessed.